At the very outset, I would like to welcome all to this beautiful orange city, which is winter capital of state of Maharashtra and which is the 0-mile city of India, which situates at the very center of this nation. And historically, when the erstwhile British government started the trigonometric survey of Asia for installing milometers, it was started from this very city of Nagpur, and that is why it is the real center of India. At the outset, I would also like to welcome you to the state of Maharashtra. We all know that the state of Maharashtra is a real economic powerhouse of Indian economy, which contributes around 14% to the national GDP, which contributes around 40% of the entire FDI that comes to India. It is a leader in financial services, it is a leader in technology, it is a leader in startup ecosystem, it is leader in logistics, you name it. And Maharashtra has always assumed a leadership position in this country. And today, as we are gathered here in, I think now is a time when in Maharashtra, the fastest growing region and the fastest growing economy is this region of Vidarbha, which is witnessing historic investment MOUs, and not just MOUs, but also the commitments which are fructifying into real investments. Just now, we have entered into a MOU of an investment of 10,000 crores in the solar module segment. I must proudly tell you that with all the investments which have come in this Nagpur region in the solar module, now this has become India's largest ecosystem of solar module producing and production, and the investment is still pouring in. Today, I would like to tell you that apart from agro-processing, in several manufacturing sectors, now Nagpur and Vidarbha is growing. Yesterday also we entered into MOU with Mahindra, which is one of the biggest investment in next-gen cars, which will go in production by 2028. Apart from this, huge opportunity, and especially the next destination of India is none other than our own Gadchiroli, going to be the steel hub of India, and in next 10 years it will witness the largest capacity in steel making, and we intend to not just make it the largest capacity in steel making, but we want to make it the hub of green steel in India, and we are working towards creating the entire ecosystem of green steel. Yesterday only, the Adani Group has invested in coal gasification, and the coal gasification and derivatives is one of its kind project. It will be the first in the country, and it will change the entire coal ecosystem of Vidarbha. As all of us know that in the minerals like coal, Vidarbha is a leading ecosystem, but with the technology, things are going to change a lot. We are also trying to capture the new way of GCCs in Maharashtra. Although we know that now Mumbai and Pune has become a new GCC corridor, but now we are also positioning our tier 2 cities like Nagpur, Nasik and Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar as the new destinations for this GCC ecosystem, and I am sure that very soon we'll announce some good investments in the sector of GCC. In fact, a very high profile conclave will be conducted in this very city of Nagpur next month, where who's who from the GCC space will be deliberating and will be charting the way forward. I think today Maharashtra is making strides in all new sectors like quantum computing and artificial intelligence, data center and digital infrastructure. Today I must tell you that Maharashtra has already become the data center capital of India. We account for 60% of data center capacity that has been created in India, and the investments in data centers are pouring in day in and day out. And I think that this new economy around data, AI and semicon is something which is going to shape the entire world's economy, and we feel that Maharashtra has to lead its way in this new economic era, and we have already started that. Green steel and electric vehicles is now our forte. Maharashtra now proudly has 4 destinations into electric vehicles. It is Pune, it is Nasik, it is Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, and now the Vidarbha, which has witnessed the biggest investment in the field of EV. Now I think one more sector where we will find more opportunities to invest is a circular economy and I think sustainable aviation fuel. These are 2 sectors. In SAF, we are witnessing new technologies and new investments, and today I think the entire opportunity in circular economy is something we want to leverage in this state. And I would like to invite all the countries, technologies, businesses who have interest in the sector of circular economy, because right from the municipal administration and also in the manufacturing ecosystem, we are now very aggressively going for circular economy, and that creates a lot of opportunity. Agritech, green fertilizers and food processing is also one area, because this area of Vidarbha is orange basket of India. It is very famous for oranges. This is an orange city, and I think in the sector of food processing and also in the sector of agri-tech, because Maharashtra has been the first state which has announced a mission around AI in agriculture. And I think AI and agri-tech is going to revolutionize the entire sector of agriculture, and I think huge opportunities are there in this sector as well. Again, electronics, semicon and fintech. We know that Mumbai has already become the fintech capital, and now I think Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has also expressed his desire to make Maharashtra and Mumbai the fintech capital for world, and I'm sure that will open up huge opportunities into fintech, healthcare, education and logistics. These are also sectors where huge investments are coming, especially logistics, because Nagpur, as we all know, that it is a zero-mile city. In fact, around 60% of India's GDP can be covered from Nagpur in 8 to 10 hours. So, logistically Nagpur is something which is very strategic, and today our Nagpur-Mumbai Expressway, we have connected Nagpur to the JNPT port, which is right now the biggest port of India, which accounts for 60% of the container traffic of India. And with the efforts of Honorable Union Minister Shri Gadkari ji, we have already started a dry port near Nagpur, whereby all the port clearances can be obtained and the shipment can be directly done in the JNPT port. Apart from JNPT port, now in Maharashtra, we are building India's largest port, that is Wadhwan. This port will be 3 times bigger than JNPT, and from the day one, it will be amongst the first 10 largest ports of the world. And I am very happy to announce that the day this port is ready, on the very same day, a very dedicated access controlled road will be connecting Nagpur to Wadhwan, whereby the goods can reach the Wadhwan port in less than 6 to 8 hours, and the turnaround time will be very less, because there will be no congestion on the port, and that will give a leverage to this entire area of Vidarbha to be part of the port-led economy, and I am sure that that will open up huge opportunities in this area. Renewable energy and urban transformation are also areas where we are working a lot. Our Honorable Prime Minister always says that urbanization is something, if properly managed, can be a boon, can be an economic multiplier. And today we all know that in and around our urban cities, we generate 65% of our GDP, and that provides huge opportunities for urban transformation, for urban investment. And Maharashtra is one of the most urbanized state. More than 50% of the people live in. Here also, huge opportunities taken advantage of. So I would like to tell all the members of the diplomatic community that today in India, the best business case is in the state of Maharashtra. And when you talk about Maharashtra, we have different regions, every region is good, but right now one of the most emerging region is this region of Vidarbha. So if you wish to locate your businesses here, I think it's right time. Now in healthcare sector also, we just witnessed this MOU with care hospitals, and today Nagpur is becoming the medical hub of central India, and hopefully will find the medical tourism in this sector expanding very soon. As all of us know that this is also tiger capital, and the tourism with regards to wildlife and forest is already a developed ecosystem in this area. So I think there are huge opportunities. I would also like to tell you that now our focus is more on policy-led growth. We have created many policies, but some new policies which we have created are the best in the country. Amongst those, AVGC we have created. The GCC policy which we have created is one of the best in the country, and when we showcase this policy to the potential investors, they appreciate it and they say that it is one of the best policies which has ever been created. The gems and jewelry policy, because we are the export leaders of gems and jewelry. The industry investment and services policy, whereby every single industry is taken care of, because we know that ease of doing business and cost of doing business, these are the two denominators. If we take care of these two denominators, I think every investment is a very seamless experience, and that is why our industry investment and service policy is a very forward-looking and very futuristic policy. Bamboo industry policy is something which will generate huge employment opportunities. We have some proposed policies, because some of our policies are now old. We want to make them more future ready. Amongst them, now in next 2 to 3 months, will come out with textile and apparel policy, leather and footwear policy, electronics and fab policy, which will be revised policy, aerospace and defense policy, MSME, pharmaceutical, biotech and medical devices policy, and circular economy and bioplastics policy. All these policies will be unveiled in next 3 months, and I am sure that with these policies, the policy-led investment, the policy-led industry and the policy-led growth will be the mantra of the state of Maharashtra. I would once again like to thank the members of the diplomatic community for gracing this occasion. I am sure that here you represent your countries, but in your countries you will represent Vidarbha, this region, you will represent this conclave to make it reach the potential investors in your country, so that both the countries grow together and it also helps the global economy to grow. I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to felicitate this entire community, diplomatic community, and also for giving me time to express my views, to showcase the state of Maharashtra and also this very region of Vidarbha. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you so much.